One day I went to work thinking I was going to go home like every other day. Then there was an explosion, and from the explosion, when I was sent to hospital, they had to amputate my right hand and my left leg.
And you said it so beautifully. You said you must have an attitude of gratitude. Is that
Yes,
correct?
you must have it. With a good support structure, you can come out of it. But it also needs you as an individual to turn the tables around.
Hello and welcome to My Safety Hub, your go-to source for all things health and safety. We are still here at the Saiosh Conference 2025, and today we are joined here with Partington Mtatabikwa. Partington, welcome to My Safety Hub, and I must say, what a profound presentation from your side. So many people face setbacks that feel impossible to overcome, but you've shown that it is possible to transform pain into purpose. For the viewers out there, tell them your story.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you for having me to present at Saiosh. Yes, I'm really enjoying everything.
I'm glad.
Yes. Yeah, in short, I can say I used to work as an artisan, a fitter and turner. Yeah, I'm doing a job of line boring on excavators and front-end loaders and all the yellow fleet equipment. Then apparently one day I went to work thinking I was going to go home like every other day, but it turned out to be different because then there was an explosion, and from the explosion, when I was sent to hospital, they had to amputate my right hand and my left leg. And then I stayed for 12 months in hospital.
And how did that impact your personal life?
It did impact my personal life in that financially, for some time, I had no income. So it was very difficult for my family to go on. But I'm grateful to the people around me, especially my relatives. They always helped me in time of need.
Of course, and
Yes.
good support structures is of utmost importance in this
Yes.
regard.
Then for some time also it impacted on my emotional being and also my mental being. You know, the fact that now we are worried, what next? What am I going to do next without a leg and a head? Is things that I was used to, and so forth and so on. So that's how it impacted me.
Well, I'm terribly sorry to hear that, but again, in the face of adversity, you've overcome those struggles.
Yes.
And in that sense, what message of hope or inspiration would you like to share with others who may be facing similar challenges?
I would like to say, okay, with a good support structure, you can come out of it. But it also needs you as an individual to turn the tables around.
That accountability, right?
Yes. It's about accountability. That's the first thing. Because if you make yourself accountable, you free yourself. You free your mind. You become your own master because of just being accountable. So that's the one thing. And then the next thing is learning how to reframe your mind. You have to change the frame around your thoughts. Always remembering that a coin has got two sides. So if you have been faced with this one side, flip over the coin. There's always a good side.
Always a silver lining.
Yes, there's always a silver lining. So if you know that in life, then you know that there's no situation that is good or bad.
That you can't overcome.
Yes, it's also about how you take the situation. As Epictetus once said, he said, people are not affected by what happens to them, but they are affected by how they respond to a situation. So it's about how you respond to a situation. Yes. If you respond in a negative way, everything becomes negative. If you respond in a positive way, everything becomes positive.
And you said it so beautifully. You said you must have an attitude of gratitude. Is that
Yes,
correct?
you must have an attitude of gratitude.
I love that
Yes,
saying. And I
yes.
think that is something for everyone to take into consideration.
Yes,
In
yes,
those
yes.
difficult times, it is important to reflect back, take that accountability upon yourself, and be thankful that you are still here.
Yes, that's true.
You also spoke about complacency in the workplace and how individuals and organizations must stay vigilant and not being complacent. So, in a complacency setting, what advice do you have for the viewers out there of how not to become complacent?
I think from my experience, I think it's about awareness.
Mm,
If you have awareness, you will not be complacent. So things like training in the workplace helps someone to continue being aware.
mm,
Reading books, associating with the right people that talk about the same subject. Conferences such as these ones, they help a person to remain aware.
yes.
Yes, and also just that spirit of being vigilant.
Mm.
You should just be vigilant, living in the moment at all times. Be there always. Don't have this habit of operating in the subconscious mind.
Yes.
Operate in the moment using your conscious mind. I think it helps when it comes to not getting complacent.
I agree. And it's being present, as you now mentioned, and
Yes.
thinking about what you actually do. Just because it is something easy or not even easy, but people form habits. And then when they start forming habits, they tend to switch off and then do things without even thinking about them.
Yes.
And I think that's the message that you relayed quite beautifully as well. So, in closing, I just want to ask, how can safety leaders and professionals create a culture of safety that is proactive rather than reactive?
That's a difficult one since I've not been a leader, but I'm my own leader of safety.
Of course.
Yes,
Of
I'm
course.
my own
Hence,
leader.
hence the question, because you lead that certain aspect. So, I want your opinion, your vision on this.
Yeah.
How can we create a safe working culture that is proactive?
I think it's a good thing to always be there for our employees.
Of course.
Yes.
And you spoke about motivation. You spoke
Yes.
about motivating those employees and leadership that needs to commit
Yes.
and be present.
Yes, we have to have visible leadership. That's what I wanted to say. Visible leadership. Where you walk your talk. Remember, I talked about integrity.
Yes.
Having integrity is about walking your talk.
Mm.
Lead by example.
Yes.
Yes, encourage the employees to report incidents and all those things. They will help to create that positive culture. Yes, and also I believe that it's not only about ensuring compliance, although it's one of the key things
Yeah.
again that help encourage a good safety culture, but also trying to ensure that the workers take personal ownership of their safety.
Yes.
That's very, very important. To internalize, they must internalize safety. It must be part of them,
Yeah.
you see, governing themselves, like I mentioned. They should be able to govern themselves. So I think they need to be taught to govern themselves. They have to be taught some of these things. They have to be given the awareness. Take people like me, for example. I tell my story. It will also help to
Of
create that safety culture. I don't know if I've answered you enough.
Yes,
Yeah.
more than enough.
Yes.
And I think the ultimate purpose should be to ensure that your loved ones return home healthy and safe after work.
Yes.
Because everyone has a family of some
Yeah,
kind,
exactly.
whether you are a father, a child, or
Yes.
even in a relationship.
Yes.
You want to return home healthy and safe after work. And that, I think, is the bottom line of your story at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Yes.
Partington, thank you very, very much for your insights on this regard. And for the viewers out there who would like to know more about your story, where can they get a hold of you?
They can get hold of me on my website. My website is mrpartington.com, or they can see me on LinkedIn as Partington Mtatabikwa. Then they can follow my
Fantastic.
Yes.
I think your story is revolutionary and an eye-opener. So I highly encourage all the viewers out there, please go and pay Mr. Partington a visit on LinkedIn or via his website. All right, Partington, thank you very much for your time and your valuable insights today. We really appreciate it, and we wish you all the best for the future.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.